Look like it's flat to me. That's what he basically saying. Look like the firmament. The sun and the moon is under the firmament. Land, flat earth.
Dreams come true. I can grow without.
This is the Garden of Eden. This circular island, you see this? Cross-sectioned by 4 rivers. We're starting at the beginning. This is the book of Genesis. This is the Garden of Eden. There is the 4 rivers of paradise right here. Okay, you can see this is the Euphrates because it's split into 7 heads. This one, it's written in Latin. I've decoded all of this Latin. And it says this is the fastest of all the rivers. It's the Tiger River or the Tigris River, the fast-moving river. This one over here is equivalent to the ancient Nile. Okay, so the modern day Nile, the modern day place names, rivers, mountains, all of that, many of them, maybe most of them, have been renamed in honor of this ancient land. This is the original land. So we've got the Euphrates, the Tigris, the Nile. They go by many different names too, the Pishon, the Gihon, etc., right? In the middle, we have a magnificent, lofty, towering mountain, a black rock, right? Which is exactly why your modern day company is called BlackRock and why they own everything, okay? Those people that own that company are related to survivors who left this area and passed on secret information or just the truth to their family members, and they ingrained it within them to remember these things, specifically the apocalypse and the nature of our world, how all of this is actually created, okay? But if we take a look at these ancient maps, we'll find that at the middle, at the North Pole, we have paradise, we have Hyperborea, 4 little island continents that create a circular continent with the mountain right there in the middle. This is the Urbano Monte map, the largest map that I've ever found that was made during the Dark Ages. Now you can see that this hidden land made it onto so many of these medieval maps, going from the Dark Ages all the way up to about the 1700s-ish, right around there. They started taking this map, this land, off of the maps. You guys might recall that we did a video describing and showing you the land of Jesus that was shown on ancient maps many different times. They had what they called the land of Jesus. It was another terra incognita. Here it is again on another ancient map of the world. You can see right smack in the middle the 4 rivers that cross-section the Garden of Eden. We have it again up here at the top. Right? This one says Island of Pygmies. The Pygmies were the small people. They're dwarves. They're quite actually dwarves like you see in the Lord of the Rings. Sometimes they're called Skraelingers, and they go by other names as well. They're just the little people. Here's an ancient Asian map of the world that features the island at the top of the world up here on the sides. Here's another one. This one's called Typus Orbis Terrarum. And you can see up there at the top, they have the Garden of Eden, Hyperborea. I just call it by the popular names. It's Atlantis, okay? It's all of these. Here it is again at the top of this map. This one's a bit more modern. It says Terre, that's earth or land. Here you can see the mountain range that encircles the Garden of Eden, acting as the walls. These are the walls of Eden. It's not just a mountain range that you could just, hike over or whatever. These are vertical cliffs that surround the entire island, making it very difficult to get through. Terra polaris pars. Pars as in a part of the land. Here's the first globe ever made. Guess what they put on the first globe ever made? Even when they were changing the map, and even when they were messing with cosmology, they made sure to include this region. We've got Mercator's map of the Arctic. There it is right there in the middle. That's one of my favorite depictions of the land at the North Pole. Here is a portrait of Mercator holding a globe, and at the top of that globe is the holy mountain with a little circle in the middle of it, which indicates a volcano. Okay, there's a hole in it. There's a circle in it, right? And then the 4 lands right there. This one's called Region Hyperboreae, the region of Hyperborea. Like I said, this central land goes by many different names. 90 degrees north, that's the split mountain. They even make it a split mountain. This is Wolf Mountain. It's portrayed and personified as the head of a wolf that's howling up at the apex dome, which casts these luminaries into our sky, including the moon, the sun, the stars, stuff like that. But as you can see, it's split right there in the middle. That's because it's a plasma volcano. There's not a volcano that spews out lava and stuff. It spews out light. It spews out gases that are ionized and become a pillar, beams of plasma that shoot straight up from that particular mountain. This is the Garden of Eden. This
Interesting. Got me ready to look into it some more, y'all. We about to check out some more. Let's see what we can find.
You know what this place is? It's located in the center of the North Pole.
Okay.
And it's the center of the Earth magnetic field, known as the Taurus field. That black thing in the center of the whirlwind is the tallest mountain on Earth, far more taller than the Mount Everest. It's so tall that even it keeps reaching out the clouds. It's the Rupes Nigra, or the Black Rock, described by Mercator as 33 French miles in size, or roughly 40 miles in diameter. It's purportedly explain why all compasses point to this location. The biggest shareholder of all the major companies in the world is Black Rock. It's named after this mountain.
Second time we heard that. What is it, like the wind going by it or something? Dang. You can't even see it far away. Hold on, what was that? Is he trying to say that's an island right there or something? NASA Whirlwind 21909. Okay. What that say? Rupa Nigra, Black Rock, located at the magnetic North Pole. Described Mercator, 33 French miles in size. That's interesting, 33. It's probably why number 33 got so much significance behind it. I think that's like the Mason number and stuff like that. Like they say, like them Freemasons and stuff like that. 33 like the highest you can go. All compasses point to this location. All compasses do point north. Maybe it's pointing towards the Black Rock. And Benito Fortuna, an island featured on maps from the 16th and 17th centuries, including those from Mercator and his successors. Mercator described the island in a letter and written in 1577. Part of it's a picture of what? That was interesting. I'm trying to see if we can find out some more, man. I'm trying to find out some more. Let's see if we can find out some more about this. This is interesting. Y'all liked the video, so I had to go back and watch some more of it.
The Black Mountain at the top of the world. In 1595, legendary cartographer Gerardus Mercator mapped it, calling it Rupes Nigra, the Black Rock. They said it was magnetic, so strong it tore the iron from ships. No compass could escape its pull. 4 rivers surrounded it, flowing into a massive whirlpool, a pit said to lead to the center of the earth. To some it was the Axis Mundi, the pillar of the earth. To others, a gateway to Hyperborea. Occultists like John Dee believed it hid the secrets of time, energy, even the divine. But today it's gone. Vanished from maps, satellites won't show it. Flights are rerouted. What happened? Was it a myth, a cover-up? Or did someone find it? Some say it's still there, waiting beneath the ice, sealed, for a reason. Rupes Nigra lost to history, hidden from the world, but not from those who seek the truth. Want to see more videos like this? Like, follow, and subscribe.
You know what? Now that I think about it, so they keep saying that this place is not on maps no more, but Antarctica is. So is Antarctica the number 2 place, second like place that we can't go to, and this is the number 1 place that we can't go to because this is why it's no longer on maps anymore. And I mean, having people travel to the North Pole before, I could have sworn people travel to the North Pole. Don't Santa live in the North Pole, like with the little elves and the reindeer? One got a red nose, Rudolph. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But let's see what else I can find.
At the beginning of the video he shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid. We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below he draws a circle with a swastika inside and immediately paints it completely black.
There's always some importance to a symbol that we shouldn't like, ain't it?
From this black circle rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, still. One of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun. He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole.
So that's where the North Pole is at.
And above this hole inside what would be the celestial vault he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris.
Ain't that the star that don't ever move or something like that?
He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes, equator.
Yeah, he got some good handwriting for sure.
He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle. He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle but vice versa. And he writes, as above so below. It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the Emerald Tablet and then in the Kabbalion. He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon. And he makes a gesture of rotation. He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away.
This is interesting, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon. being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers.
Is he basically showing us that the Earth is flat? Or is it? I don't know. This is a lot to take in.
He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well.
Look like it's flat to me. That's what he's basically saying. Look like the firmament. The sun and the moon is under the firmament. Land, flat Earth.
He points both sides and writes, saying,
Hold on, what you mean? What you mean saying?
Below he writes summer land.
Oh. Oh, he mean as above, as below. Oh. So maybe they didn't lie. Maybe the Earth really is a sphere. But there's a whole nother world on the opposite side of the world. Did y'all ever see Pirates of the Caribbean? I ain't gonna lie. Pirates of the Caribbean, they had a run. It was like 5 good movies. But there was one where Jack Sparrow, I think his name was Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack, whatever his name is, Captain Sparrow. He was like, had to go to like a different world to go like do something different. And I don't know, like the world had flipped upside down. And like the boats was like, it was like crazy. But long story short, basically it was that. Like it was a different world with the world flipped upside down. It was a whole different world. And in there, like the sun was extremely, extremely bright. Like it was like a different world. Like everything was different. But it was the same though. Like it was the same world, but just things was just different. Like I don't know how to explain it. But I think y'all might know what I'm talking about if y'all seen. Just go watch Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I'm talking about. But no, maybe they didn't lie. Maybe the world is really a sphere like they say it is. But that's because as above, below. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all.
He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes, Northern Lights. The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass.
Hold on, y'all. What's that? It said square and a compass. I can't get that image of pause. Oh, that sucks. Solomon. Monday. It's Solar Monday. It's Solar Monday. It's Solomon Day?
He points out the
Dang, did I just come up with some? What if every day represents like praise and some sort of like, who is Solomon? Is Solomon like a deity or something like that, y'all? What is he? Is he a god? What is he? I could look it up. But I'm gonna ask y'all to look it up. Y'all look it up. Let's see. Find out for me.
The ray coming out of the black sun toward the moon, and then he erases the face of the moon.
That's interesting. Flipping it upside down. So they got a moon too on the other side of the world.
He makes signs explaining that the sun doesn't light up the moon. Who does it is the black sun.
How does the black sun light up the moon? That's what I'm trying to figure out. wild. It beat wild. I ain't gonna lie. Don't want to do that nighttime. Keep the lights on. Hold on. What that say?
At the beginning of the video he shows a CD or
I
a
said
disc.
that.
He At the
Okay. What y'all think? I think this is an interesting topic. I mean, I posted a video and started watching it randomly on my own, and I seen y'all caught wind of it, so I decided I'll come back and post a little bit more on it. So if you made it this far in the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the notification bell on, because that's how I'm gonna know if y'all want me to keep coming back and giving y'all more of these kind of videos. But this is definitely an interesting topic. With all the information that's coming out, we're finding out, a lot of the ancient history and the people that was here before our civilizations, people that built the pyramids and those huge headed statues that's on the islands. They had technology that may be far more advanced than ours, because we can't even remake what they made. And even if we did, it'd take us a long time to do it. And they made tons of it, and we don't even know how they did it. Like, we don't know if they used technology to do it or not, because there is no proof that there was technology before us. Like, so, this is an interesting topic, because they already knew about the black sun. They already knew about all of this stuff about the firmament and, all of this stuff that, that we were told. Are we being told this stuff to keep us dumb? Is that what it is about? What if all of this is about the advancement of the human beings? What if before, in the past time, the God that our creator, allowed us to have free will and had to keep wiping us out over and over and over again? Or maybe we even wiped ourselves out over and over and over again. But what was happening was that we had so much free will and we had so much praise for God that we don't have. God made us in his image, so we don't have no choice but to always want to be better and reach that higher level of consciousness. And without wickedness and badness that people create, we understand that the CIA was put inside of different communities and states and countries and people. And this before even the CIA. It's like always throughout time, like people have always created wickedness. They created wickedness. Without wickedness, everybody's just being good and always trying to reach their highest potential, highest level. And with that free will that God gave us, maybe back in the day or sometime back in the past lives, past centuries, I don't know, everybody could be as smart as they wanted to be. Everybody can be an Einstein. Everybody can be a Thomas Edison and create their own weapons of mass destruction. Basically, you see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what was going on. They talk about that though. They talk about how people was like, man, this is a deep topic, man. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I just thought that was kind of deep though. I was about to keep going. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. You feel me? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Well, I know y'all want to hear more, but other than that, we out. Peace. Let's get it silly.
Show me I should love you. You complete me, but I might be fooled. In my world, dreams come true. I can't grow without you.